There are three different types of samadhis which are obtained based on the inner experiences. There is something called nadanusandhana. There is a sound here in the ear. It's something like a sound which you hear in the forest, keen type of sound, okay, cricket type of sound. So this sound is produced because of the pranic movement in your body. The pranic energy moves in your body, especially when it moves in the nervous system, it will hear that sound. Now, if you mind, you observe that, if you focus on that sound, mind get attracted to the sound. Okay, when the mind get attracted to that sound, the mind is get absorbed in the sound. Now, if you are able to listen to that sound, the mind becomes sharper and sharper. Then you will start hearing subtle sounds. Subtle sounds like veena, damaru, that what you call damaru is damaru, the instrument, damaruga or flute. Whatever instrument in God's hands, those sounds you can hear in your ear. But your mind has become more and more subtle when you hear the sound. That's why the gods in the divine, the pictures of gods or sculptures of gods will have different instruments. Those are the instruments, the sound which you hear in deep meditation. So the mind will get absorbed in that, and you will enter into a state of samadhi. This is called mental absorption of samadhi. So this is called nadanusandhana samadhi. It's a beautiful way, a natural way of attaining samadhi, mind absorption. Then another type of samadhi is there, rupanusandhana. Our mind gets attracted to form. So at Ajna Chakra, as the Ajna Chakra develops, the third eye develops, you start seeing lights there, subtle lights, dark blue, bluish color, golden color. So lights you can see as the mind becomes more and more subtle. This will happen during pranayama and meditation. Gradually, the mind will start seeing light. As the Ajna Chakra develops, the light will develop. So the mind will get attracted to that. So if you observe, keep observing that light will become subtle, 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 and finally you can merge with the light. The mind will merge with the light. It's called rupanusandhana. Then there is something called rasanusandhana. Rasa is tongue. So what happens? The tongue can be tucked back in the throat, and it can be taken in the nasal cavity to touch certain nerve points in the brain. So this is called Kechari mudra. It's a very important mudra, and it's very important. It's considered as one of the royal mudras, important mudras. The moment the tongue is touching that point, what happens is that nervous system, there is suddenly the activity in the body, the mind becomes silent. That is the point, a switch for the mind. So when the mind becomes silent, the body, there is less activity in the body. So then that's what happens, the heartbeat reduces, the breathing reduces, and you will start entering into a state of samadhi. The mind is becoming silent, very deeply silent. That's the best way to make silent. Touch that point. Then what happens is when you touch that point, the nervous system secretes some juice. Okay? So that is called amrita, nectar. It's very, very sweet. It's very, very tasty. And the taste is there in the tongue. What happens, that taste, you start tasting in the tongue, that tip. And it's very, very attractive. Very, one of the great. Actually, when you in Puranas you say that Devatas drink nectar, right? That is nectar. So that will rejuvenate the body. Whole body gets healed because of that. This thing. And because the mind is stuck, mind is silent, because of the nervous point, and you are enjoying the taste, it's called rasanu sandhana. Okay. So these three types of samadhis will make the mind absorbed or make the mind deeply silent. They fall into the category of sampradnata samadhi, rupanusandhana, rasanusandhana, nadanusandhana, because that's an object. Now these samadhis will lead to a state of deep tranquility and peace. It will lead to a state of sattva guna in chitta. Very, very elevating, practices. Very simple practices, but very elevating. So these are the three practices, three things. Nadanusandhana, Rasanusandhana, Rupanusandhana. So you can see that Nada or sound is related to space element. Okay. Rasa is taste related to water element. Okay. Tongue is related to water element. Rupanusandhana is related to vision, eye. Okay. So the Rupa is related to fire. Fire element is Manipura Chakra. Rasa, taste element is Swadhisthana Chakra. Then Nada is sound, Vishuddhi Chakra. So these three chakras open up with these samadhis. Or chakras opening up leads to this samadhi. Either way. It will help. Then our observation, breath observation at the tip of the nose. Okay. Nose is smell. Gandha. Smell is related to Pratvitattva, which is Mooladhara. So breath observation at the tip of the nose leads to opening up of the Mooladhara chakra.